Hi! Let's do a project. So if I press plus, select the empty one. So this is what we have when we start a new project that is empty and we are lost and we scream for help. Well, first of all, you look around and you see that there is the friendly play button that we know and love. But right now we cannot do anything to help us. There is the record and it cannot do anything to help us either. There's this thing that I don't know what it is, so I'm sorry about that. And we have the draw button, but when we draw it doesn't do anything. So what do? We press the plus here and we choose piste. I don't know what it is in English, my apologies. So on the piste, right now what you can do, you can draw. So you press the draw button and you draw. Oh yeah. You could also add a picture. It's so tiny. If I want to make it bigger, I have to go out of the drawing. Okay, we could do that. We can also not do that. You can add videos. You can add text. I never actually used this, so... But you can do that. That is pretty neat. And then you can move it around. That is pretty nice, I must say. And fichier, like files, you can add audio. And that is pretty neat. Okay, so we will draw today. But just know that you could put audio and it is really useful. Today I will do kitty on a mountain. Why not? Let's draw a mountain.
Here's a mountain.
So if you want to see what you're doing, you can double tap. And then you can see every frame. If you want to add a frame, you can press the plus, or you can just select a frame and draw on it, and it will create a frame. And you can do that on any frame. Like if you go frame 6, it creates a frame, and in between, there's nothing. So if that's what you want to do, anything is possible. If you press long enough on the end of your frame, like the edge, if you drag it along, you can make it longer. So let's say I want to make it a lot longer. Whee! If I add my kitty. So I added a kitty without a tail because I will draw the tail on another piste. But for now I would just fill the kitty with color. Okay, so here's my kitty. I could have chosen to draw the kitty frame by frame. If I wanted to like draw every frame, it could do a little effect, but I don't have time for that. So what I do is I draw the kitty like this, and then if I add another piste, I can draw the tail on this piste. Like this. And then I can copy and paste. Then I copy again, paste. And then I have to fill in. Zoop. Okay, so now we have a kitty on a mountain with a moving tail. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! So that is that. Also, what is on the screen is what will be played. Like if I zoom in like this, we will see the kitty without tail. And if we zoom in, we will only see the kitty with tail. Now I will duplicate this kitty and I will give it a tail. So we have this little kitty with a tail. I will also give it sunglasses. Oh yeah. So but we kinda need a sky. Let's say it's late because we have sunglasses and we're cool. I can say that the kitty is dancing. So we could use the record button, zoop like this, and I will make it dance. But I have to hurry because it records really fast. So record, and then I move fast. Okay, I think that was a success. Oops. Also, yeah, if you press the little check here, it will disable the drawing and we will not see it anymore. That is very useful for like drafts. Like if you do a draft and then you draw the real thing over it, you don't want to see the draft afterwards, so you disable it. So let's see what I did. Ooh la 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 la. It is dancing but very slow. That is pretty funny. But let's say this is dance. Okay? We all have our dances. Do not judge the little kitty here. Who are you to judge? Okay, so I double tap to zoom. And I think a more appropriate use for the record button will be to draw a moon and make it move. So I will create a new piste. So now if I press record, I will just drag it across like a moon. Okay, let's do that again. I will go slower. Okay. So I will stop recording and press play. Oh yeah. At first the kitty is wagging its tail and then it is dancing by the moonlight. Incroyable. I think I will add some night stars. Oh, also, if your project is too long and you cannot zoom out enough, a cool thing you can do is you take your slider and you drag it quickly to the left, zoop, and it will zoom out and you can see your entire project. Oh yeah. And also a cool thing about this slider is you can add effects. So filter, if I want to add noise, I can do that. And also it will register when you do it. If I do it in the middle and add noise, it will do the transition and you will have like a timeline for your effect. Here you have no effects, and here you have your effect. In modify you can cut. That is incredible. And deformation. Oh my god. You can deform. You can deform something, and I guess that's permanent. That's not. And I think that is pretty much it. If you press Dream, like the name of your project, you'll have some settings. You can choose your frame rate, the duration of your project. So like if you see that in your timeline it goes no longer than 30 seconds, you can actually change that. That is pretty useful. Like if you want your project to be read in a certain way, here you can export. That is very important. And other preferences. And then if you press the squares, you can go back to the main menu. If you press on a title long enough or a project long enough, you can do other stuff, like you can rename it. So let's say Little Kitty on the Mountain. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So I hope that is clear and that you can do fun little projects with it. Okay, bye.